Right. Richard, do you have any follow-up question, or shall we take a short break?
It's very interesting. It's a pity if we take short break. So
okay, let's not take a break then.
I'm interested when you say that everything is single existent. Actually, we are the manifestation of the single existence, right?
Mm-hmm. So it's basically, Richard make a comment, like you said that it's a singularity, everything is singular. So we are, each of us, a manifestation of this singular existence. That's what his question.
No duality.
The difficult part is that within all of this, so we can discuss this conceptually, but there's a trick. So the way the brain functions, there's the cerebellum we spoke about earlier.
Yeah.
There's the prefrontal cortex, right, which is where all our awareness occurs, right? And then there's this part of the brain that we refer to as the amygdala. And the amygdala is very important for our existence, right? It is what makes us run out of the room when there's a fire, right? It's what makes us duck when there's a bullet or a ball coming towards us. But the amygdala is also the part of the brain that makes us feel that we are separate from existence.
Mm.
So this act of duality is actually programmed within all of us. So what we refer to as the ego, the id, this feeling that I have to protect this, me, this is me, right? This concept is not taught to us. We are born with it. It is ingrained in us. So understanding that existence is one, that it's singular, understanding that none of us are separate from each other, understanding that actually all of our actions are a part of the singular entity, just like when I move my arm, my arm is made up of millions of cells. All of these cells are saying, oh, you know, I'm doing my thing. They're all saying, oh, look, I turned left, I turned right, I lifted, I pulled, I pushed, I did this, but it's actually my arm opening out. Living our lives in the knowledge that we are part of this grand manifestation is a bit tricky because of the amygdala. Because the amygdala is always saying, I decided to turn right, I decided to turn left. The amygdala, in the way that it's built, in the same way that it looks to protect us, it also looks to protect the data that it has, the current data set that it believes is correct. That is why, for example, whenever we are faced with change, we don't like it. We are afraid of it. It is that programming that we have in our brains. Being able to understand this, being able to observe ourselves just like we're observing others, is what allows us to start observing reality. So just like we are accepting of others, just like we observe others saying this is the manifestation of the one, we have to learn to accept this as part of that manifestation.
Accept the difficulty of not experiencing the singularity itself. Because we are programmed to basically almost living in a polarity with the amygdala, you're saying.
The observation of existence from the point of the self is what we refer to as understanding. The concept in tasawwuf, which is called wahda, that refers to observing the oneness from the point of the oneness, without the self.
I understand.